Okay, my dear students, this is BSR, Social Studies Faculty, IIT Foundation from New Vision, right? Today we are going to discuss Biosphere, 5th lesson in 9th class, right? Particularly types of forest. It's very, very important. Everybody must look into these areas. How many types of forests are there? Human vegetation that's there in the world based on their climate. See that here it is really great. So chance to know about the various forests and characteristic features of these forests, right? First of all, we take this based on climate. Entire forests are divided into seven. So based on climate, right? Climate of the place. Climate of the place. Based on the climate of the place, entire forest divided into seven. So there, first one we take that. First one. So we take the first one, tropical, first one, tropical evergreen forest. Tropical evergreen forest. First one, tropical evergreen. So this forest is mostly located in the tropical area. You know, tropical area between two tropics. So this is tropical area. So and there continuously the rainfall is taking place continuously every day. You cannot find any dry season. Dry seasons will be. Particularly, it is mostly located near equator. So, particularly, trees cannot shed their leaves. They cannot shed their leaves. You mean the trees which are having always water and no need to conserve water, so that no need to shed the leaves, so that they cannot shed the leaves. Particularly, they can form like closely they are located. Trees are located closely, very tall, thick, and see total branches are mingling each other. Just like the trees are like this, all the trees are like this, their branches will be mixed. So, a kind of layer is formed which is not allowing the sunlight to the surface. This surface here, sunlight cannot reach the surface. Branches cannot allow sunrays to reach this place. It's kind of like a blanket covering that entire area and stopping the sunlight on the branches. So branches are mingling like that, so that that cannot reach the ground. This is about ground. We cannot see any grass. Grass cannot grow in the ground as sunlight that is not there. This structure is called as this canopy. Canopies can mostly seen in the evergreen forest. Canopies. Talking about see that forest located in the tropical area and rainfall is more. Everyday rainfall is there. Dry conditions will be. Dry condition not there. Near it is mostly located near equator. Equatorial zone, the zone which is close to this equatorial zone. This is the area where we can see equatorial, vertical, tropical or equatorial evergreen forest area. See that? Look at this. This area where we can find thick forest and tall trees and see canopies are formed. Trees cannot shed their leaves. This is the first one. What is it? Tropical evergreen forest. Particularly trees like rosewood, ebony, and mahogany, right? Mahogany, right? The word is mahogany, ebony, rosewood. Trees are famous in this particular area. So this is about tropical evergreen forest. I think the nature of the forest you can easily understand. And second one we take Second one, second one will take this here. Tropical deciduous forest. The word deciduous is to be deciduous. Above this, close to the tropics, tropical area, close to the tropics, not close to the equator, not close to the equator, not close to the equator, sir. Tropical deciduous forest, right? This is also called as a monsoon forest. What do you call this one? Monsoon forest, and monsoons affecting this forest. Due to monsoon, this forest is growing. And particularly India, followed by northern part of Australia, Indian regions, followed by Central America. This is a belt, tropical belt. This Central America. This is a belt, right? Not this one. This is Central America. We call Central America. North America, South America, Central America. See, this is the dotted regions where tropical deciduous forest is mostly located, and seasons can be seen here. Seasons can be seen. Seasonal changes can be found in this in the climate. That is a major impact on the climate, on the trees and the nature. And particularly in a particular season, water can be seen due to seasonal rainfall. Right? Monsoons are seasonal rainfall. Seasonal means there. So that's why trees can dry season also will be there. So that trees are trying to conserve their water. That's why they can shed their leaves. What do you mean by shed their leaves? Trees can shed their leaves because it can conserve water. When more leaves are there, the water goes out. To stop the transpiration. Transpiration. The word is to be taken. More transpiration when more leaves are there. So that when tree is shedding leaves, but that's our area, you can easily understand this. And we have been observing these trees, how they are. There is closing to summer, most of the trees shedding their leaves, right? So shed their leaves to stop these transpiration, because more evaporation, more water will go out. So this very, very important. And talking about the trees, sal, teak is a neem. These are the trees mostly trees. That sisam, the tree name also is there. Sisam. These trees, the location I have given, the nature, what type of trees are here, and even we can see that the animals, mostly tigers, lions, elephants. What are the animals you are observing this in our area? Tigers, elephants, all these things can be seen in this particular forest. See that? Mostly here the question of deciduous forest, in sense forest in which trees can shed their leaves. Seasonally leaves coming to the tree. Deciduous. And third one is temperate. The word is to be taken. Temperate evergreen forest. Temperate evergreen, tropical evergreen, temperate evergreen. Tropical deciduous, temperate. No, what is it? This is about Earth, right? This is we call tropical zone, right? Tropical zone between Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. Particularly, this is about the area, middle latitude area. What we call this one? Middle latitude area. This area is called as a temperate zone, and this area is called polar zone. This area is called as polar zone. This is temperate region. This is tropical area. This kind of analysis must be there for every individual. Middle latitude meant for temperate region. Lower latitude region meant for tropical region. Higher latitude region meant for polar region. This is the way of studying it. Location is important. So Look at that, temperate evergreen forest. This forest, talking about this, located in middle latitude, immediately. Middle latitude region. Middle latitude region. What is that? Middle latitude region. Talking about this forest area, mostly eastern margins of all the continents. Example, eastern margins of all the southeast. Example, you take example, southeastern part of USA. So USA, this USA, right? USA, southeastern part. What is that southeastern part? This is the region, right? Southeast. This northeast, northwest, southwest, right? This is the area where temperate evergreen forest is located. Temperate evergreen forest is located. Southeastern part of USA. Southeastern parts of USA, followed by one more important area is South China. You take South China. This is about China, right? This is about the region. Yeah. From monsoon region, monsoon forest to just we are moving away. Monsoon forest to away. Monsoon forest to. This is about South China. This is the area where we can see temperate evergreen forest, right? That's the important point. Even in Brazil also, southeast part of Brazil. This is about Brazil. Here it is. This side. Southeast. Brazil is called Brazil. So these are the locations. 1, 2, 3. These are the locations where temperate evergreen forest is located. It is mostly located in the mid-latitude region, eastern margins of Southeast Asia and Southeast Asia, and southern China and all this. So here mostly trees like oak, followed by pine and eucalyptus. Eucalyptus trees are mostly seen in these areas. This is one type. This is an important type. And coming to the, you got this point. Coming to the next type, fourth important, the temperate deciduous forest. Temperate deciduous forest. It has the word deciduous there. In the temperate region, this is temperate region. Temperate region, temperate zone. This is about temperate region. See, once you look at that, this equator already I told. Tropical zone. This is a temperate zone. This is polar zone. Polar, temperate zone. And this is a temperate zone, right? And this polar zone. So in this temperate zone, temperate deciduous forest located northeastern side of all the continents. Northeast side of all the forests, like northeastern regions. Example, northeastern part of USA. This is about the area. Look at that. This is about that. This is very, very important area. Right? Look at that. Northeast part of southeast part of USA. Even China. This is about China. Trade deciduous here, evergreen is here. And at the same time, New Zealand, northeast of New Zealand. This is about New Zealand, right? Just let's see the location. 1, northeastern part of America, northeastern part of China, northeastern part of New Zealand. This northeast of New Zealand. These forests are okay. Coming to this forest, mostly Western Europe also can be seen. Western Europe, this is about area. Western Europe also important area where we can find. And talking about the trees here, trees oak again, ash, beech, birch, oak, ash, beech. The word see that the name of the tree, beech, beech, birch. So particularly animals. Animals can be seen like deer, as it is close to the polar region. Foxes and owls. These are the animals can be seen in this forest. This is about once again temperate deciduous forest location, northeast margins of all the countries mostly. Right. Coming to the coming to the Chintu, coming to the fifth one, Mediterranean. See, this is very important. Mediterranean forest. Mediterranean forest or vegetation. Mediterranean forest. The word Mediterranean region. This is the word Mediterranean, see, right? Mediterranean forest. Mediterranean forest. The word is taken Mediterranean because the forest mostly seen around this Mediterranean Sea. So Mediterranean Sea, eastern and that's location is important. North, eastern and northeastern margins, northeast of all the continents. And this in which we can see evergreen and as well as deciduous. Evergreen and deciduous, both trees can be seen, both the characteristic features can be seen. Mediterranean forests mostly located here in all the continents, eastern and northeast margins of all the continents you can find out. Eastern margins, northeast margins, eastern margins, northeast margins, eastern margins, northeast margins, northeast margins. This is the area mostly these kind of features we can see in the Mediterranean Sea, around Mediterranean Sea. And here the trees are having thick barks, right? Do you know bark? Thick bark and wax coated things can be seen around the tree, because tree that is being protected, that's protecting its own water. So to reduce the transpiration, that's the point that's to be taken. To reduce the transpiration, trees having a bark, a thick layer of barks can be seen. Thick layer of bark can be seen in this because trees reducing transpiration. The word is to be taken. Transpiration. So what we will not go out from that. So it is mostly seen in the area like France, Italy, and some parts of this area, right? Look at that. And here mostly citrus fruits are mostly grown in this area. What are those? Mostly take oranges, figs, olives, grapes, and that's why grapes are mostly grown in France and Italy. This area, which is very important. Area where we can find more citrus fruits are famous in this particular bit. This is about fifth type of forest, simply Mediterranean type of forest, located completely eastern and northeastern parts of the world. And coming to this is a famous for wet humidity, high temperature. Both can be seen in this forest. And trees which are having a kind of the thick bark around to reduce the transpiration. And mostly citrus fruits can be seen in this area. Right. This is about and next one is coniferous forest. Coniferous forest. It is only 50 to 70 degrees northern latitude. Mostly seen in the northern hemisphere. Northern hemisphere 50 to 70. This is about the area. Just look at it. This is about the area where coniferous forest. Cone-shaped trees are more. That's why we call this forest coniferous forest. Coniferous forest. This is also called as taiga forest. What do you call this one? Taiga forest. Trees are very very tall and mostly softwood. Softwood trees can be seen here. Particularly talking about chir, name of the tree. Pine, name of the tree. Cedar, name of the tree. And animals. Just see the animals in this area. What you can expect easily. What are those? Silver fox, followed by mink, and polar bear. These are the animals. These are trees. This is the location. Coniferous forest. Coniferous. A cone-shaped trees can be seen. Tree cannot allow that when snow is there, snow can fall down. Cone-shaped trees we call it coniferous forest. When snow always is falling, right? It cannot stay on it. It's not struck on the tree. Branches are like this. It can go down. That's the point. Coniferous forest. And now take a forest away from the region. Forest away from the region. But coniferous forest can be seen only northern hemisphere. Southern hemisphere. Coming to the tundra vegetation. Tundra forest. Tundra. Earlier this one is taiga, tundra. Above that we can see tundra forest. Actually here there is little chance that is there to grow trees. Whenever there is a short period of dry condition, at that time a small mosses, lichens, and small shrubs can be seen here. Small shrubs, mosses, lichens, small shrubs can be seen here in this area. But this area gets a very short period of dry. Very short period, maybe 1 month, less than 1 month. Very short period of dry condition can be seen in this area. This area close to polar region. Where we can see tundra vegetation. What do we call this one? Tundra vegetation. It's very very important. Mosses, lichens, small scale. And talking about this area, animals. Like look at the animals. You know that seal and walrus, followed by Arctic owl, muskoxen, and polar bears. This is about the tundra vegetation. Even in some areas, particularly desert areas, we can see desert areas. Desert areas also you can see a forest. We call it as dry forest. Dry forest. Dry forest where it's also called as thorny forest. Thorny forest. Forest in which trees having thorns to prevent the animal to eat. Thorns on the leaves. Thorns will be. ముళ్ళు ఉంటాయి అన్నమాట ఆకుల మీద ముళ్ళు ఉంటాయి that the leaf and its density is more and the tree that is conserving water in the leaf. So there are many examples. There are many thorny forests we can see in desert areas, scanty rainfall and the dry conditions, but even though these trees are sustaining this area. So these many types of forests because of the climate differentiating the forest area in the world. Eastern climate, the trees are different and animals are different, so everything is different based on rainfall, based on climate deciding the nature of the forest. So this point is to be taken very carefully. Thank you. Tomorrow we'll meet.